mfo. Nyindu zange mfu. Good night, I guess. Good night for Ugandans. Of course, good afternoon for my colleagues here in America. I am going to talk about something simple. I'm not going to talk about Zari. I don't know who Zari is, but I'm responding. I'm going to say something about people saying people power. People power. The young people are abusing everyone online. Oh, whoever talks about Bob Wine, they abuse. They abuse. They abuse. I had one person commenting that you talk about Bobby Wine, then you get a response of, is it 6 volt? I don't know how you put it. Well, why would anyone, especially an adult in Uganda, blame these young people for the language they are using online? I one time came here online and encouraged adults that come online and occupy these young people. Come online and occupy these young people. But those young people, the language they are using, let's assume we shall go the Tunisia way. Let's assume we shall go the Egypt way. Let's assume we shall have the Arab Spring or the Ugandan Spring, if it can be there. Will people who are going to do that have a good be having a good language? I get surprised that adults go to TVs. I've seen even leaders, the Nobati Maos, and every person, they talk about Bobby Wine supporters. Why don't you accept that Bobby Wine leads those supporters? Whether you call them marijuana, whether you call them thugs, whether you call them whatever, those people subscribe to Bobby Wine. And he's their leader. And he's their leader. Are we aware that Uganda as a country, we created those people? And they are now having numbers. They can go online and dominate, abuse every person online. They are having their good numbers online. And they, very many, they can vote Bobby Wine into power. Are we as a country sensitive about young people? Are we sensitive? Are we aware that there is no connection between us and this generation you call, I don't know, they call it the Malwa group, or I don't know what they call it, the marijuana group, whatever you call it. These are Ugandans who have created. These are Ugandans who have created. And the best way to contain them is to take them as an emergency. Take them as an emergency. I would address this young man. I would address this young man the way I am addressing COVID-19. These young people. Nobody wants to be a rascal. Nobody wants to be a street action. Nobody. But we created them. Look at the LODUs. The LODUs is just another project, another youth project that has failed. The LODUs is simply another youth project that has failed in Uganda. You picked them there and thought you'd occupy them with the guns. Amin has ever asked ever asked soldiers that you have guns, pay yourselves? These boys were simply collecting money in the night, caning every person. The pass in the night was for you to have some money. The pass in the night for anyone, whatever you are, you must have money on you. Now they have failed with LODUs. That's another failed youth project. Young people project has failed. You can't give them guns to keep you as you steal. You can't give them guns to keep you as you steal, as you are corrupt. And now they want leadership, even if you are saying they are not worth, they can't lead. My goodness, if we are going to organize Wanyama John, are you Dr. Wanyama John, OB, Stroke College, a doctor, I guess. Daniel, how are you? Whether we want it or not, these young men have numbers, and if you can risk to organize a free and a fair election, they are caning us. If you organize a free and fair election, they are winning the election. They know it is power that creates wealth. They know it is power that removes people from poverty. It is a poor people's revolution. Like it or not, stop telling them about parties. I was listening to Norbert Mao. You know, I listen to you guys very well. I take time to listen. Norbert Mao calls them people power. Is like a school without a center number for exams. This is not about exams. This is about going to the streets. This is about going to the streets. So if you think about a center exam, you are dead dreaming. Because you can't hold a free and fair election in that country. I've participated twice. I know it. I know it. These are young men who the world has left them out. As I speak now, James, I have a 10 days HIV conference online. The AIDS conference that was supposed to be in Chicago is online for 10 days. What do these young people have? What do they have? What do they have? Can someone tell me how we are occupying young people in Uganda? Do they have any program online that can keep them busy? I don't think so. I don't think so. So whoever is thinking of an election in Uganda better think twice what that election means, what that election must be. So you have disarmed, you have disabled LODUs. Are you sure all the LODUs are yours now? Are you sure they will vote you? Are you sure you have not distributed chaos now? The LODU is another failed youth project. They are neither soldiers, nobody can define them, and everybody is denying them. One is it Lira, has been sentenced for life imprisonment. Those ones there are those ones who have been given 34 years. So if you are an LODU and you are 30 years and you have been sentenced for 34 years, you're coming out of jail at 64, a spent and useless person. LDUs are being denied now. I was here and told you guys, record every crime. And those of you keep on blaming us that we are talking from the diaspora. Me who talks, I was running a young people's program in government in Uganda. I know how much it takes to run young people. I know how much been denied opportunities in that country. When you are selling land, when you are doing, do you go into consideration of young people? Eddie, how are you? How are you? I'm here quarreling with my country. I'm quarreling with my country. We just seem not to have a direction for young people. We seem not to have a direction for young people. We are at a loss of a whole generation of useless young people who can only vote, by the way. When we were creating them, all we needed from them was a vote. We created a voter bank of useless people. And now we are saying they can't lead the country. If it is democracy, they are going to lead us. And why can't Bobi Wine lead Uganda? Why can't Bobi Wine lead Uganda? What's wrong with the people? You are used to somebody. We are used to what I call a tunnel vision, that one person should lead all systems of the country. I don't see how Bobi Wine can come and lead me in health. But I can advise Bobi Wine on matters of health. I can. All I need is Bobi Wine to give me freedom to practice my medicine. We're in a country where every doctor prescribes for the president. We're in a country where every lawyer judges for the president. An engineer goes to make a road for the president. And you're saying Bobi Wine can't lead that country? We only want Bobi Wine to free doctors because doctors are enslaved. The doctors can't free themselves. That country, Uganda, needs somebody who is rough, somebody who can risk. Me, I'm already a coward. I'm here. The country needs risk takers. If a man has put guns everywhere, even in hospitals, you expect doctors to do what? You go to a hospital, you get a gunman. You go to a church, you get a gunman. You go to school, you get a gunman. People, 2008, I was questioning why we are having sports, primary sports. A national championship, primary. And we had military police filling the stadium. In an athletics function, I put it in writing. When I asked, why has a gun become a symbol of peace in Uganda? Now we don't know what to do with the local defense units. You didn't have money for them. That's another failed young people's program. And adults think these young people should not be given an opportunity to lead you. If you have led all of them to the grave, an LDU sentenced for life imprisonment. That's a future wasted. LDU sentenced for 34 years. And the army is denying them when they armed them. There is no way we don't expect these young men to take power. And if you can't hold a free and a fair election, then be ready to run like I have run. Be ready to run like I have run. I don't think there's any 70, 90-year-old, 60, those 8 guys in that country who can pick guns other than those young people. And they don't need the guns. They will use stones. If young people only go online to slay each other, to abuse each other, that tells you the mood in the country. Emma, how are you? Onyango, how are you? When online to abuse each other as adults, please come online and appeal to them and talk to them. Bob Wine supporters you call them what? Thugs? Yes. Yes, you created them. How come I don't abuse anybody, me? But these young people have nobody to learn from. They have nobody to learn from. I've just told you right now, the world conference is going. Days conference is going on. In this COVID period, the young people have nothing. They are starved. They have nothing. They are not working. And you expect them not to want politics that gives them power? And you want to deny them? And yet they are the ones who can pick guns to fight for you? They're a game changer this time. Ugandans, stop referring to people who are supporting Bobi Wine as thugs. No. They represent a population that can win an election, a free and fair election. Organize a free and a fair election. The poor people in Uganda are going to floor all the rich people almost. That one I promised. I know it. Guys, have a good day. It's been nice talking to all of you. Those who have watched. Haiti. Is it Washington? How is Washington? I don't remember where you are. Uganda is a boiling point. It's a boiling pot. It can explode anytime because of mismanaging young people. Guys, have a good day.